Sarah here. Imagine having everything and losing it in a single decade. The 90s were a trial by fire for Donald Trump, from the front pages of the tabloids to the brink of financial ruin. Picture this: Atlantic City, 1990. The boardwalk buzzes with neon lights and slot machine chimes. Trump stands tall at the opening of his crown jewel, the Taj Mahal Casino. He calls it the eighth wonder of the world, a billion-dollar palace of marble and gold. But beneath the glamour lies a mountain of debt. High-interest junk bonds pile up like storm clouds. Trump built his empire on leverage. Borrow big, build bigger, win huge. In the 1980s, it worked. He snapped up properties across New York: the Grand Hyatt, Trump Tower, Plaza Hotel, each one a monument to his name in shining letters. Banks lined up to lend. Wall Street cheered. Trump became the symbol of excess. Private jets, yachts, helicopters with his crest. But the tide turned fast. Recession hit in 1990. Real estate values plunged. Casinos faced stiff competition. Trump's Taj Mahal opened in April with fanfare. Fireworks lit the sky, celebrities filled the seats. Yet within months, cracks appeared. The casino hemorrhaged cash. Interest payments alone topped $94 million a year. Trump had personally guaranteed hundreds of millions. By October 1990, the Taj filed for bankruptcy. Not Trump himself, yet the company did. He called it a strategic move, a way to restructure. Critics saw desperation. Tabloids feasted. Trump's empire crumbling, screamed the headlines. New York Post dubbed him the king of debt. More trouble followed. Trump Plaza and Trump Castle teetered. Airlines failed too. The Trump Shuttle, his short-lived venture, rounded amid losses. Personal spending didn't slow. Lavish lifestyle. Multiple homes. The Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, bought in 1985, became a retreat. Family life mirrored the chaos. In February 1990, Trump separated from Ivana. Their marriage, once a power couple showcase, shattered publicly. Ivana spotted him vacationing with Marla Maples in Aspen. Scandal erupted. Divorce proceedings dragged through courts. Settlements rumored at $25 million. Trump later said, "When you're in that position, you have to fight." The media circus intensified. Trump thrived on attention, even negative. He leaked stories, posed for photos. Every move fueled the narrative. He wasn't just a businessman. He was a celebrity, front-page regular. Tabloids sold millions on his name alone. By 1991, more filings came. Trump Plaza Hotel bankruptcy. Then the castle. Personal debts soared past $900 million. Banks circled. Citibank, Chase, dozens more held his notes. They formed a creditor committee. Trump negotiated fiercely. He surrendered assets: the yacht, the airline, half interest in Grand Hyatt. In exchange, easier terms. Personal bankruptcy avoided. Barely. Trump emerged bruised but breathing. He called it his greatest deal, turning potential ruin into survival. "I used the laws of this country to pare debt," he later boasted. Critics called it gaming the system. 4 corporate bankruptcies in the 90s, none personal. His name stayed on buildings. Lenders ate losses. The decade tested him. From penthouse to near poorhouse, net worth swung wildly. Forbes dropped him from billionaire list in 1990. Back on by mid-decade, diminished. Trump learned hard lessons. Debt could destroy, but image endured. He kept the spotlight, appeared on talk shows, wrestled in WWF events, anything to stay relevant. Personal life shifted again. Divorce from Ivana finalized in 1992. He married Marla Maples in 1993. Daughter Tiffany born months earlier. That union lasted 6 years, ended in 1999. Trump dated widely. Models, actresses. The Playboy image stuck. Through it all, Atlantic City symbolized the fall. Taj Mahal restructured, emerged from bankruptcy, but luster faded. Competition from Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun drew crowds away. Trump's casinos lost market share. By 2004, more filings loomed, yet something stirred. Trump eyed television, a new arena. Books like The Art of the Comeback in 1997 chronicled his resilience. He positioned himself as survivor, the man who bounced back. The 90s stripped illusions, no more invincible, but forged steel. Ambition burned hotter. He craved redemption, not just financial, cultural. The world had counted him out. And that's when opportunity knocked. A producer named Mark Burnett approached with an idea, a reality show about business, Trump as the ultimate boss. The stage was set for reinvention. The pressure mounted like a vice. Banks watched every move, creditors demanded concessions. Trump fought back in boardrooms and courtrooms. He renegotiated terms relentlessly, surrendered the Trump Princess yacht, handed over the shuttle airline, kept his name on the marquees. Atlantic City became the battleground. The Taj Mahal struggled under debt service. Daily cash burn reached millions. Competitors circled. Trump blamed regulators, blamed the economy, but the numbers didn't lie. SEC filings revealed the strain. Over $3 billion in total obligations across his empire. Personal life offered no refuge. A divorce from Ivana turned ugly. Depositions leaked to the press. Ivana claimed cruelty. Trump countered with infidelity accusations against her. Marla Maples waited in the wings. The affair became tabloid gold. "Best sex I've ever had," screamed a headline quoting Marla. Trump denied authorizing it. Chaos fed the brand. He leaned into the spectacle, appeared on Howard Stern, trash-talked rivals, posed with models. The Playboy persona hardened. Every scandal kept him relevant. While debts piled, fame endured. New York society shunned him. Old money clubs closed doors. Trump didn't care. He built his own world. Discipline came from survival instinct, no more blind leverage. He studied balance sheets closer, hired turnaround experts, sold assets quietly. Mar-a-Lago hosted events to generate cash. Golf courses expanded the portfolio. Licensing deals emerged. His name on products, steaks, ties, vodka, revenue without risk. Authority pushed back hard. Regulators scrutinized casinos. New Jersey Casino Control Commission questioned his fitness. Hearings dragged. Trump testified defiantly. "I'm the largest developer in New York," he declared. Commissioners renewed licenses. Barely. Conditions attached. More oversight. Trump chafed under rules. Conflicts shaped him. Lawsuits flew both ways. He sued journalists for libel, sued Palm Beach over Mar-a-Lago zoning, won some, settled others. Aggression became reflex. Never apologize. Counterattack. The strategy armored him against criticism. Emotional texture darkened. Friends drifted. Loyalists remained. Norm Brodsky, Louise Sunshine, old guard from the 70s. New advisors urged caution. Trump resisted restraint. Ambition clashed with reality. Internal war raged. Pride versus prudence. The second divorce loomed. Marla Maples in 1999, quick split. Prenup enforced. Trump moved on fast. Dated Carla Gurova, then Selena Middlefart. Media chronicled every fling. He embraced the image. "I'm a bachelor," he told reporters. Freedom masked lonely. Casinos faced mounting pressure. Trump hotels and casino resorts went public in 1995. Stocks soared initially, then plunged. Debt refinanced repeatedly. Higher interest, more junk bonds. By 2004, the company teetered again. $1.8 billion owed. Interest payments strangled operations. Trump resisted full surrender. He owned 56% of the company. Dilution threatened control. Bondholders demanded equity. Negotiations turned brutal. Trump railed against vultures, threatened personal bankruptcy to gain leverage. Banks blinked first, restructured again. These battles hardened beliefs. Government overreached. Media biased. Elites conspired. Trump voiced grievances louder. Radio interviews, TV cameos. He positioned as outsider, victim of the system he once mastered. Visual symbols marked the era. Empty hotel floors, seized assets, tabloid covers stacked in offices. Trump collected them. Wall of fame and infamy, reminder of war. Yet resistance built character. He read histories. Napoleon, Patton, winners who overcame defeat. The Art of the Comeback poured out lessons. Ghostwritten but authentic voice. When people wrong you, go after them, he advised. Moments crystallized resolve. A 1992 interview with Vanity Fair. Trump admitted vulnerability. I was billions down. Rare candor. Then defiance returned. He predicted resurgence. By early 2000s, shift began. Real estate stabilized. Licensing grew. Net worth climbed. Forbes listed him again, hundreds of millions. Not billions yet, but momentum returned. Personal life settled briefly. Met Melania Knauss in 1998. Slovenian model. Elegant. Private. Relationship deepened quietly. Away from flashbulbs. Engagement in 2004. Wedding planned lavish. And then the call came. Mark Burnett pitched a show, business competition, cutthroat boardroom, Trump as judge and executioner. The phrase that would echo, "You're fired." He hesitated briefly. TV seemed beneath a builder, but instinct kicked. Perfect platform, control the narrative, reach millions, reclaim the throne. Contracts signed in 2003. Production ramped fast. NBC committed. Prime time slot. The turning point arrived. From debtor to TV icon. One decision away. The decision crystallized in 2003. Trump signed on to The Apprentice. Mark Burnett's vision. Raw competition in New York skyscrapers. 16 contestants vying for a job in Trump's organization. High stakes. Boardroom drama. Trump in the power seat. He transformed overnight. No longer just the indebted developer. Now the ultimate boss. Stern. Decisive. Catchphrase ready. You're fired. Delivered with pointed finger. Cameras captured every glare, every quip. Trump rehearsed lines, honed delivery. Instinct guided the rest. The show premiered January 8, 2004. NBC slotted it after Friends. Ratings exploded. Over 18 million viewers tuned in. By finale, 28 million watched. Trump dominated screens, billboards, magazine covers. The phrase entered lexicon. Water cooler talk nationwide. Internal conflict faded. Ambition aligned with opportunity. TV offered control. Edit the narrative. Portray strength. Hide vulnerabilities. Producers consulted him on cuts. Trump approved boardroom scenes. He became the character America craved, ruthless yet fair, visionary, winner. Identity shifted profoundly. From real estate mogul in recovery to pop culture icon, Forbes estimated his name's value soared. Licensing deals flooded in. Trump steaks, Trump water, Trump mattress. Each product carried the aura of success. Revenues streamed without debt risk. Personal life stabilized. Wedding to Melania Knauss in January 2005. Palm Beach extravaganza at Mar-a-Lago. Gowns by Dior. Guests like Billy Joel and Hillary Clinton. Son Barron born months later. Trump softened publicly. Family man image layered onto the boss. Casinos faced final reckoning. Trump hotels and casino resorts filed bankruptcy in November 2004. Fifth restructuring. Bondholders took control. Trump reduced stake to 25%. Kept chairmanship briefly. Stepped away by 2009. Atlantic City chapter closed. Losses tally billions, but personal fortune insulated. The Apprentice renewed season after season. Ratings peaked. Spin-offs followed. Celebrity version in 2008. Trump thrived in chaos. Fired stars like Gene Simmons and Joan Rivers. Drama manufactured gold. He improvised lines. That's not good enough. Boardroom became theater. Worldview sharpened through fame. Media adoration felt validating. Critics dismissed as reality star. Trump pushed back. I'm the #1 show on television, he boasted in interviews. Success proved doubters wrong. Reinforced belief in self-promotion. Major realizations hit quietly. Building empires risked ruin. Television built brands safely. Reach millions instantly. No construction delays. No bank oversight. Trump pivoted subtly. Golf resorts expanded. Trump national courses multiplied. Licensing became core. Ambition evolved. Not content with TV throne, eyed bigger stages. Political flirtations resurfaced. Flirted with Reform Party in 2000. Now with platform mused louder. Criticized trade deals, immigration, economy. Tested waters on talk shows. Foreshadowing emerged. 2011 season focused on business amid recession. Trump questioned Obama's birth certificate on air. Ratings spiked. Controversy fueled interest. He learned power of provocation. Divide opinions. Dominate conversation. By 2014, The Apprentice waned. Celebrity editions struggled. NBC parted ways amid political remarks. Trump claimed he quit. Network disputed. End of an era. 14 seasons. Cultural footprint massive. Transformation complete. From 90s ruin to 2000s resurrection. Net worth rebounded to billions, largely through branding. Forbes confirmed. Trump Tower penthouse gleamed again. Private jet upgraded. Lifestyle amplified. Yet hunger grew. TV conquered. Business rebuilt. One arena untouched. Politics. The ultimate deal. Power without banks or networks. He teased runs before. 1988 Oprah appearance. Speculated presidency. Now infrastructure in place. Loyal audience. Media mastery. Brand unbreakable. Internal drive pushed forward. Prove elites wrong again. Not just survivor. Leader. America needed fixing, he believed. Only he could. The ride accelerated. Speeches at CPAC. Bestseller books on policy. Birther controversy lingered. Built base quietly. And in June 2015, the escalator descent at Trump Tower. Announcement coming. World watching. But first, the TV king surveyed his kingdom. Ready for more. He was a TV star. He was a brand. But he wanted more. He wanted the one thing money couldn't buy. The Apprentice wrapped its final season in 2015. Trump walked away from NBC with a reported $214 million earned over 14 years. Public records confirmed the windfall. Licensing exploded in tandem. Trump Tower penthouse expanded into a triplex. Golf portfolio spanned Scotland to Dubai. Net worth per Forbes 2014 estimate hovered around $4 billion. Much of it tied to the power of his name. Consequences rippled outward. Atlantic City casinos, once the heart of empire, fully severed. Final bankruptcy in 2009 stripped his involvement. Properties rebranded. Taj Mahal became Hard Rock. Trump Plaza demolished in 2021. Spectacle of implosion fitting end to an era. He watched from afar. No nostalgia voiced. Personal choices settled into pattern. Melania raised Barron and Trump Towers gilded quiet. Trump golfed, traveled, hosted at Mar-a-Lago, now the Winter White House in waiting. Members paid 6 figures to join, access to the king. Primary voices from the time paint the portrait. Mark Burnett reflected years later. Donald understood television better than anyone. He knew how to command a room. A rare compliment from the creator. Trump himself, in a 2014 interview, summed the decade. The banks made a lot of money on me. I made a lot of money on them. Everybody won. Emotional resolution arrived quietly. No more brink of ruin. No tabloid divorce wars. Survival forged confidence bordering on certainty. He believed the comeback complete, greater than the 80s peak. Because now he controlled perception. Media chased him, not the reverse. Yet satisfaction proved fleeting. Television conquered, real estate rebuilt, branding mastered. One frontier remained untamed. Politics, not as flirtation, as destiny. He studied the landscape. Obama in office. Economy recovering unevenly. Tea Party rising. Trump sensed discontent. Trade deficits. Job losses overseas. Border security. Issues he hammered on radio, on Fox News couches. Audiences responded. Cheers grew louder. Books followed. Time to Get Tough in 2011. crippled America in 2015. Policy manifestos wrapped in personal grievance. He signed copies at rallies, crowds lined up, energy electric. The birther controversy lingered as proof of concept. Questioning Obama's birthplace dominated 2011 news cycles. Trump demanded records. White House released long-form certificate. Trump claimed victory. Critics called it racism. Supporters saw strength, willing to ask tough questions. That fire spread. CPAC speeches drew standing ovations. Straw polls placed him high. Advisors urged to run. Roger Stone, Corey Lewandowski, early team assembled quietly. June 16, 2015 approached. Trump Tower atrium prepared. Golden escalator polished. Crowd bussed in. Media assembled. He descended with Melania, reached the podium, delivered the line that shook foundations. We are going to make our country great again. Announcement speech lasted 45 minutes. Attacks on China, on Mexico, on Washington elites, promises of walls and deals. Crowd roared. Pundits laughed. Odds dismissed him instantly. But the TV king knew audiences, knew pacing, knew provocation, rallies scheduled, hats printed, momentum built fast. He entered as long shot, emerged as frontrunner. Debates became must-watch. Insults landed like boardroom firings. Low-energy Jeb, Little Marco. Ratings soared for networks. Trump dominated free media. Billions in earned coverage. The ride accelerated beyond imagination. Primaries won state by state. Convention in Cleveland. Balloon drop. Nomination secured. America watched stunned. The man who survived debt mountains. Divorce scandals. Casino collapses. Reality TV reinvention now stood as Republican standard-bearer. He was no longer just the king of debt or the TV boss. He became the disruptor, the outsider promising earthquake. The campaign trail awaited, controversies ahead, victories and defeats yet unseen. But on that escalator day, one truth crystallized. The comeback never ended. It evolved. He wanted the one thing money couldn't buy: power, real power. Join us in Chapter 4 for the ride that changed American politics forever.